In the last section, we finished up the installation of the system image. So this is the actual copy of Android that is going to be running on our emulator. I'll now select the image that I just downloaded. I'll click on Next, and then Finish. Now when you click on Finish, it might just hang for a minute or two, which is totally fine. And then you'll see the new emulator that we just put together appear right here. Now I have two just because I already previously had one emulator going. I just created another one to walk through this process with you. So now to start up the emulator, I'll find the play button on the far right-hand side. And I'll click that, and then it's going to start the emulator up. So here's the emulator window, and I'll very quickly see the application, or excuse me, the Android operating system start to boot up inside there. So now while that is starting up, I'm going to flip back over to my terminal, and we're going to get started on the process of actually booting up our Flutter application and getting it to run on this device over here. So back inside my terminal window, I'm going to first run a command to make sure that our installation process is pretty much where we expect it to be, which is essentially complete. So to do so, I'm going to run a command Flutter Dart. Dart is a command that's going to take a look at some different aspects of Flutter on your machine and make sure that everything is set up and ready to go. So I'll run this, and then it's going to print out some status information. Now you'll notice that we see first right here, Flutter. That means that we have successfully installed Flutter. You'll notice that for me, there is an exclamation point next to Android toolchain. And so the exclamation right here means that we still have a little bit of work to do to actually set this thing up. The message says, to resolve this issue, you have to run the command flutter doctor -- android - licenses. And so I'll do that right now. I'm going to run that command. So I'll just copy that, paste it down here. Again, flutter doctor -- android - licenses. I'll run it. And then we're going to see a couple of like little thingamajigs down here say, hey, do you want to accept this? So you're just going to say Y and then enter, Y, then enter, Y, then enter, Y, then enter. And that's pretty much it. So we can now run Flutter Doctor again. And now we should see Flutter's good to go. Android toolchain is good to go. Android Studio is good to go. And we have a connected device. We can now run Flutter Devices, and it will print out the name of the Android device that Flutter is going to try to run itself on. So the Android emulator is listed right here. So I think we're ready to actually test this out and start up that application that we had previously generated using the Flutter command line tool. Now in my terminal, you'll notice that I'm inside of that Pix directory. That is the project that we generated like 3 sections ago using the Flutter SDK. So make sure that you're inside of that Pix directory, the directory that we just generated. And then once you're inside there, we'll run the command flutter run, which is how we boot up Flutter and automatically deploy the application to the emulator over here. So I'll execute flutter run, and then we're going to see a little bit of installation or setup processes right here. Again, this is going to take just a minute or two, so we'll take another quick pause and then wrap up with the entire installation in the next section. So I'll see you in just a minute.